Hello there, Obi-Wan Jacoby here, back with another video in our lightsaber review series. As requested, today we'll be taking a look at the most controversial lightsaber Disney has. I have spoken.
Hello there.
Welcome back to the channel where I try to post 1 to 2 videos per week talking about Star Wars lore along with collection updates and other miscellaneous things. As usual, please give a thumbs up if you like this video and click on the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified of all my upcoming videos. Stay tuned towards the end of the video where I talk about updates on the channel and where we go from here. All right. Now, moving into today's lightsaber, we are taking a look at Anakin Skywalker's Rey Skywalker, Rey Palpatine, Luke Skywalker's, the Skywalker saber. As you can tell, this is the controversy surrounding this particular lightsaber hilt. As mentioned with all the other lightsabers, this is a legacy lightsaber that can be purchased from Disney's Galaxy's Edge Batu at the Disneyland Park in Anaheim, California, or Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And this is at the time of the recording of this video. There are rumors that Disney is opening a Galaxy's Edge in Europe. As always, a reminder that these types of sabers are known as legacy sabers, which are character specific and do not include the blade itself, which is sold separately. There are 2 different prices for 2 different blade lengths. In addition to the legacy sabers, Disney also has 4 different lightsaber variations that can be purchased at Savi's workshop, which is the build your own lightsaber experience. These sabers I will be going into more depth in future videos. At the time of purchase, this was $129.99. As mentioned in my other videos, Disney has been known to change their prices on their items in the park, so please keep that in mind if you're planning to purchase one. As with all of the legacy sabers, they come with the in-universe crates that carry the lightsaber hilt. These crates have a logo specific to that particular character, and the color of the logo corresponds to the color of the blade. We have blue here, as well as blue kyber crystals. So as you can tell, the color of the blade here is blue. As always, you know my feelings on these crates. They can be finicky when they open and close, since they're made out of a cheaper plastic material. You'll notice here that the crate is also the regular sized crate, unlike the Kylo Ren's crate, Ben Solo's crate, or Ahsoka's crate. I've already reviewed Kylo Ren's saber on the channel, so please stay tuned for upcoming videos on Ahsoka and Ben Solo's. This is a pretty basic crate, no extra goodies inside. Here's a look at the logo that they used for this particular saber, which is the symbol of the Rebel Alliance. Luke Skywalker's Return of the Jedi saber also used the symbol of the Rebel Alliance, but in his particular blade, it was green. This one is blue. Here's a look at the sides, here's a look at the back, and here's a look at the bottom, and this is where the controversy is. Disney labeled this blade as Rey's legacy lightsaber hilt. Underneath here, we have the diagram of how to remove and switch out the battery pack. Then over on the side here, you can see the price at time of purchase, which was $129.99. Now let's press the button, lift up to open the crate, and it will reveal the lightsaber hilt. Let's go into the lore of this particular lightsaber hilt. This saber has a ton of lore surrounding it, so sit back and relax as we delve right in. Anakin Skywalker had visions of the dark side while in his trance-like state in the sacred caverns of Ilum, where he meditated on the construction of his lightsaber, which is not this current one. The weapon is in contrast to the delicate saber design of his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is interesting as most Padawans construct their lightsabers to resemble their master's design. Anakin built his original lightsaber instead for maximum power. However, he lost that lightsaber just prior to the Clone Wars when factory equipment on Geonosis cut the handle in two. Anakin then created this lightsaber following the outbreak of the Clone Wars, but Obi-Wan Kenobi took the lightsaber after their battle on Mustafar. Obi-Wan kept the lightsaber while he was in hiding, and a generation later gave it to Luke Skywalker. Luke lost possession of this lightsaber during his duel with Darth Vader in Cloud City. Decades later, the lightsaber would come into the possession of Rey, a scavenger from Jakku, who brought it back to Luke Skywalker in the hopes that he would train her in the ways of the Force and return to the battle against the dark side. Anakin Skywalker wielded this lightsaber throughout the Clone Wars, battling countless separatist droids. It was with this weapon he slew Count Dooku and also led an assault against the Jedi Temple as Darth Vader. After Obi-Wan Kenobi defeated Vader on Mustafar, the Jedi retrieved the fallen lightsaber, taking it with him into exile on Tatooine, where he served as young Luke Skywalker's secret guardian. When Luke was 19 years old, Obi-Wan Kenobi rescued him from a Tusken Raider attack. Kenobi passed along the lightsaber as a gift from Luke's father. Luke lost the lightsaber in a duel with Darth Vader, who wounded Luke by cutting off his hand. The lightsaber then plunged into a deep abyss within the industrial heart of Cloud City. Reclaimed from Cloud City's mechanical innards, the lightsaber entered the collection of Maz Kanata, a 1,000-year-old space pirate who lived in a castle on Takodana. Maz acted as a steward of the Jedi relic until she found a worthy recipient. Though she was at first reluctant to carry the lightsaber that called to her through the Force, Rey used it in a duel against an injured Kylo Ren on Starkiller Base. Rey brought the lightsaber to Luke Skywalker, who had exiled himself on Ahch-To. She did not know what to expect, but she didn't think Luke to simply toss the weapon aside. During a duel with Kylo Ren, the lightsaber became the object of a telekinetic force struggle between Rey and Ren. The weapon tore into and was destroyed in an immense blast when its kyber crystal overloaded with energy. Similar in look to Anakin's first lightsaber, this gleaming hilt contains numerous additional technical interfaces, which grew out of Anakin's passion for tinkering with technology and engineering. The hilt length is 28 centimeters, which is 11.02 inches. The hilt width is 5 centimeters, which is 1.96 inches. The material is alloy metal, and the blade color is blue. All right. That was a lot. The legacy of this lightsaber is extensive. This is the only lightsaber that appears almost throughout all of the Skywalker saga, hence the controversy of who is the owner of this blade. The build of these legacy sabers are very nice, and the materials used are a combination of metal, high quality plastic, and in this case rubber on the bottom grip. I will tell you right off the bat that this is the most balanced of all the legacy lightsabers. Again, that is my opinion. I love the weight, which is not too much or too little. I love the feel. One could argue that the jutting out of this button makes it difficult to hold, and here's where I get a little confused. The button design here is different than what I see in pictures. I'm not entirely sure if this was a button change in canon or that they just evolved the design of this blade. Sound it off in the comments below so we can learn more together. Here, it looks like a circuit board. I don't know what it is about this one, but I've always loved the design of Anakin's saber. Maybe because this is the first lightsaber that we see in the Star Wars saga. As you can tell, to me, this is Anakin's lightsaber. Again, this is just my opinion and my own viewpoint, so I don't mean to offend anyone else who have different views or opinions about the saber. I'm just used to calling this Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Here's the button to turn on and off the saber, which is well hidden and well incorporated into the overall design. The button does feel like plastic though, and it's a little loose. The detail is great, although I have to admit to you guys, at the time of the recording of this video, it looks like I'm missing a piece right here, and I just noticed this as I was recording. So I guess these little pieces here appear to be fragile and can actually break off, so just a heads up. On the top you have the little plastic cover and the emitter that you have to take out in order to insert the blade. Towards the bottom you can see that they included the lightsaber belt clip, and here it's a D-ring, which is my preferred belt clip. All the way down here you can see the speaker grill, and around here these grips are made out of rubber. To access the battery pack, you just twist off and slide out. This saber takes 3 AA batteries. So far in this series, the only other one that takes AA batteries are Kylo Ren's legacy lightsaber. Now let's cut to a footage and see how the blade is inserted and how it looks and sounds like. Pros of this hilt. As we all know, these legacy saber hilts are very well built. The detail is great. The button is extremely well hidden, and the blade lights up, and as usual I love that each blade sounds are actually different and unique to each character, so you have a lot of different variations. Cons of this hilt. In my experience, as I mentioned in Mace Windu's lightsaber review, anytime there are rubber pieces in these lightsabers, over time they become sticky and gunky and a pain to clean, which is currently not a problem for this one, but I can't guarantee that it doesn't happen in the future. That's what happened to my original Anakin Skywalker Force FX lightsaber, which I will be doing a future video on. As far as accuracy, I'm not entirely sure that this button is screen accurate, but again, I would love to know from someone if that's the case. And as I mentioned, I just noticed in this video that this saber may be a little bit more fragile than I thought. As you can see, there's a missing piece here, so just be careful. And though not a particular problem with this saber, all of the Disney Legacy sabers have striation when lit up, as well as not as sensitive in registering hits. All in all, other than the rubber materials, which I can't guarantee won't be sticky in the future, as well as fragile pieces, as well as the controversy of this blade, this is a pretty cool lightsaber hilt. Holding this, someday you can be the most powerful Jedi ever, which then no one can underestimate your power. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please support the channel by liking and subscribing, as well as hitting the bell notification to be notified of all my upcoming videos related to all I love, including Star Wars, comics, films, anime, video games. I post 1 to 2 videos per week and would love to hear back from you guys on what you would like to see on my channel going forward in the future. I have some new video ideas in the coming weeks, including giveaways. And though this is mainly a Star Wars channel, I collect a lot of other things, so if there's something specific you would like to see, please let me know. I always welcome feedback, so please feel free to leave a comment and any more Star Wars lore that is interesting to you. As always, I appreciate the support from you all, and of course, this is the way. I have spoken, and may the Force be with you always.